Hi there, students. Rear. Rear can be a noun, an adjective, and a verb. We use rear with several different meanings. The first and most obvious meaning of rear is the opposite of front. The front and the rear. The back, the hind part. The part most distant from the front. The rear seats of a car. The bad kids always sit at the rear of the classroom. You can also say your rear for your bottom. I sat on my rear all day. And then we have an idiomatic phrase, to bring up the rear, to be the last in a line of people or a line of things. So there were 6 or 7 cars in the parade, with a big lorry bringing up the rear behind at the very back. Yeah? Would you bring up the rear of the party to make sure nobody gets left behind? Okay, the door at the rear of the house is open at the back. Okay. Now let's see, as a verb, to rear. To bring up a child, to care for until the child becomes adult. I was reared in Oxford. Child rearing is a very time-consuming activity. You can also use rear to mean to breed and raise animals. This farm rears chickens for supermarkets. You can rear plants. He reared the seedlings in his greenhouse. And then a third meaning, to rise up. When an animal stands on its back legs, it rears. Its back legs, its hind legs, its rear legs is to rear up. Okay, particularly for horses. The horse reared and the rider fell off. Okay, so to rear, to raise. There's a really nice expression as well. A problem rears its ugly head. It appears again. So inflation has reared its ugly head again. The problem of inflation has started again. It's lifted up its head and it's starting to be there. Okay, so to rear, to lift up. So let's see, the rear, the back, the rear view mirror of your car. To rear children, animals and plants, to bring up kids. This farm rears pigs. And then to rear, to stand on your hind legs. The horse reared. The problem has reared its ugly head. Let's see, rear, as in all of these meanings, I think I would give it a 5 in formality. I think it's something you can use informally and something you can use formally, so it's nice and flexible. Notice to rear is a regular verb. The problem reared its ugly head. The problem has reared its ugly head again. Okay, now, what about origin? Well, this idea of bringing up kids, there's an old English word, reran, which means to raise, which in itself comes from Proto-Germanic, raisijana, meaning to make something lift up. So, to rear. And then the idea of the meaning of back. In Middle English, there's a word rere, which is ultimately comes from the Latin word retro, meaning back. So, rear, the rear of the building, the back of the building. To rear flowers, to rear plants, to rear kids. And then the horse reared up. Yeah, the problem reared up again. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Rear.